alerts. Multiple times you have heard from me NCC, correct? Nutanix
Mhm.
Consistency Checker. So
Yeah.
now this topic is something that Nutanix provide a range of status checks to monitor the health of your cluster. Like there are some particular things from where you can monitor your clusters, monitor your infra. First one is summary health status information for VM host disk appear on the home dashboard. I didn't pasted any diagram for that. The reason is that multiple times in our Prism topic also, I let me go there. I brief you guys about this home dashboard, correct? That's why I have not here. I brief you, correct? Say yes or no, at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Prism, yeah, I brief you all the things. What are the things here in the home dashboard, correct? That's why
Mm.
I have not pasted the diagram there. Yeah. So first thing is that if you need a summary of your Prism Central or Prism Element cluster, when you log into the Prism Central and Prism Element on the home page itself, on the home dashboard, you can see all the summary. What is the ESXi version? What is the cluster status? What is the latency? Cluster is okay or in red or in green. Every individual detail you can find there. Okay. So that is home dashboard. From home dashboard, you can see the summary of your health status. First thing. Now, second, if you need to check the detailed dashboard, so health dashboard is there from where you can see your VM host and disk. Now, I just provided a screenshot of your VM health dashboard. How you can do that? You need to log into your Prism Central. Here you see health option, HEALTH. You need to click there. Everything you can find here. Okay. The node names, what are the alerts, what are the what is the cluster service status, what is the IP configuration, what alerts you are getting. So from here, from this dashboard, what is the uh, checks failing or checks are passing, everything, every detail you can get here. Okay. So this is for your health dashboard. Now, so two things are there. First is home dashboard. Second is health dashboard. Now, third thing is you can customize the frequency of scheduled health check. Now, what is this scheduled health check? This scheduled health check is NCC. NCC. You can schedule it every 4 hours. You can get a report of this. You can set the frequency. Daily basis. There are three options that what I am telling you guys. And third one is weekly basis. Weekly basis. What multiple times it has been noted that if there is any alert and you put it at 4 hours, so after every 4 hours, you will get a report of NCC. So that is not recommended. What I have done in my infra weekly. So weekly, I just provided one day, like Monday. Every Monday, I get a report of my NCC. What all things are there? It will show you a pass status, fail status, warning, and info. This is a very important thing interviewers ask in the interview. This and this. Like, what is the frequency options you get while configuring the NCC? So we have three frequency options, 4 hours, daily, and weekly. And what is the terms? What are the things you see in the NCC report? So you will see the alerts that got passed or okay. You will see the alerts that is failed and needed your immediate action. We have some warning issues and we have some information. So information you can ignore. Ignore means ignore for a moment. That is not something. Ignore means P4 tickets that you can work on that after some time. But the alerts that are getting failed, these alerts need your immediate action. After that, the alerts that are in warning status, they need your alerts. Like suppose if your Nutanix certificate is going to expire, certificate expire. So every time you will get a alert in the warning section that your certificate will be expired. So every time it doesn't mean that it is not something that is in your hand, because the customer have to pay and renew the certificate. So you can update your customer, or you can send an email that this Nutanix certificate is going to license is going to expire. Sorry, my bad. I was saying certificate, that was license. This Nutanix license is going to expire. Please renew it. So you can't do that. And every time when the report is fetching data, it will show you the warning alert. Okay. So these things is clear. Nutanix frequency and the report pass, fail, warning, and info. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So how to configure it? See here, configuring the health check. A set of health check are run regularly that provide a range of cluster health indicator. You can specifically which checks to run and configure. Yes, absolutely. When you are configuring the checks, you have the option to select what you need to monitor. Like in VMware, we have an option like we get a CPU alert when there is a high CPU alert for 2 minutes. We can modify it. We can change it to 1 minute, or we can change it to 10 minutes. We have an option to do that. Correct, Sandeep and Cedric? So the same is here. You can specify which checks to run and configure. The health check cover a range of entity, including your EOS. Exactly. It will cover all the things. In NCC check report, you will get all the things. EOS, hypervisor, hardware components. Okay. How to configure the alerts? The process is, this will not be done from Prism Central. This will be done from Prism Element. Log into Prism Element Health Dashboard. Health Dashboard is here. It will show a heart-like shape. This is the Health Dashboard. When you click Run Check, here you see Run Check. It is that your NCC will start running the checks. Your NCC check will start running. So here, Action, Manage Check. Select a check. What check you want to configure. You can do it from according to your infra, and then run check. You can turn off a particular check. You see that you have enabled a particular check, and that is okay. You can just turn it off. No need to monitor it. Okay. So this way you can, here, critical warning info. I just mentioned fail warning info. So these type of alerts are there.
If suppose we have an MS cluster and cluster utilization is going to high
Mhm,
regularly on the some periodic time. So is there
mhm.
any means alert or alert configuration for cluster or window or cluster or VM or host? Means there
Yes,
are
yes, Sandeep. Yes,
Mhm.
Sandeep. There exactly, Sandeep. There are n number of alerts.
Mhm.
There are n number of checks that you can configure. Absolutely, there are checks. See, it's mentioned. I just told you that you can configure it for everything. You can configure it for your EOS, hypervisor, EOS, hardware components. Everything you can configure there. Every single thing you can configure.
If suppose we have in a VM and VM sometime user got means this VM have no SQL or Oracle or whatever. So sometime user get generating the report and the system CPU got spike and the CPU utilization got 100%. So is there any mechanism to giving the means some alert or whatever means
Yes,
giving?
yes, it
Yeah.
is there. Yes, it is there. If
Mhm.
if see, you will get an alert regarding the high CPU utilization from Nutanix itself.
Mhm.
Okay, but it doesn't, it will show you the alert. But if you need to dig it down, you need to log in that particular VM and then dig from there that why the alert is there. But from Nutanix, yes, it will give you alert that this VM is having high CPU or memory.
And also one question regarding the NGT. NGT have is any functionality to monitor the OS or application? Basically, if we are talking about the VM tool, like in the VMware, there is a means some functionality we have to monitor the application availability, OS availability, and also means monitor the application and OS services. So, is there any feature in NGT as well for the monitoring the application services or OS services like that?
Services, it will only, as far as I know, it will focus on the Nutanix issues, not the OS issue.
Basically, if you are talking about the VROPS, na VROPS is means generating the information to inside the VM via the VM tool.
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah, so maybe the NGT have the same functionality because
Okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. So, so are you saying that you have configured VROPs with Nutanix and then you want to manage the OS and application functionality or only
no,
Nutanix?
no,
You don't,
I know
VROPs is not in
only
picture.
VROPS is not in a picture, only
Yes,
Nutanix.
it has the ability to do that. Correct.
Oh, oh, thank you.
So this way you can configure your alert. Yes, there is a setting known as auto resolve. Okay, auto resolve these alerts. So there are some alerts when you start working on Nutanix. Either you can set them that these alerts are not necessary, or whenever you are whenever you are supporting Nutanix, you have a TAM for Nutanix also. He or she will guide you that time to time sessions were also there. So you can ask them, or you can, you know your infra, you know whatever is configured in your infra. So according to that, you can auto resolve the alerts. Or if you don't want to auto resolve the alerts, you can just acknowledge the alert and make it green. So this is the feature, you can do that. Okay. Yeah. After that, I told you the home dashboard, health dashboard, and yes, you can run the NCC health check directly from Prism. Yes, you can do it from Prism. How you can do it? And the last one is collect logs. Okay, let me here run NCC running check by using Prism Element Web Console. You can now run the NCC check from health dashboard. I show you here how you can do that. Run check. When you click on run check, it will start running the checks. And this is NCC checker, Nutanix consistency checker. You can anytime turn your checks off. You can schedule it. Okay. So this way you can start your NCC checks. Let me show here. Yeah. In the health dashboard action, run NCC check. Select the check that you want to run, all checks you want, only failed and warning checks. So the recommended is don't search for failed and warning check. Just select all checks. When you select all checks, you will get the pass check, fail check, warning check, and info check. So this is the recommended. But if you want, I will only need to configure failed and warning checks. You can do it also. While configuring the checks, you can select the option fail and warning, and you can run the check here. And yes, it now one query is there. Suppose I am Sandeep and I am asking that, sir, if I run the check from here, I will get a report here downside. Okay. How it will be come to my email, or how my other colleagues are able to know. Okay. Or how I can schedule. So suppose if you schedule an alert every Sunday or every Monday, you don't need to log into Prism Element. You will get a alert email on your particular email that is configured. How it can be done? Prism Central settings. While configuring the VM health check, there is an option to add the email address. We are receiving the alerts. I put my ID in CC also along with my team. We are receiving the alerts every Monday. Okay, so you can do that also. While configuring the NCC, here, select the send the cluster check report in the email, so that you or your team, if you put your team DL, you can get the alerts in your email. Now, last topic is collecting logs by using Prism Web Console. Okay, now I have one query that is for Cedric. If you are using a Unix machine and that particular Unix machine just got stuck, not running, and you have raised a case with Unix team or VMware team. So what will they ask for you? Sandeep, you can also answer if you want, or Cedric. Am I audible?
For me, I have access to the vCenter, so I always go there to check by myself. But when
Okay.
I go to
And
check, when I
what you will check?
yeah, when I check, I can check sometimes and it says either the host is in a disconnected state or something like that. If it's in disconnected state, I'm gonna reach out to the virtualization team to check if
If host is in disconnected state, you will not get issue on a particular machine, correct?
if the host is in disconnected state
Yes.
and the machine is
whatever machines are hosted on that particular
yeah, it's gonna
ESXi,
be
they all are affected.
disconnected. Yeah.
So I just ask it. So see, okay, have you ever this question is for Cedric and Sandeep, you both. Have you ever raised a case with VMware or Unix and they ask for, okay, please share the log file with us? Have you ever shared the log files with support team?
Yeah, but for
Yes.
me, I always share the log
Correct.
file with
Yes, Sandeep, you
with
also done that?
Yes,
no, I
yes.
always share the log file with vendors like
Yes,
right
exactly.
where
They are asked,
yeah.
see, I am working on a ESXi. The ESXi got PSOD, purple screen of that. I'm checking from my side. I checked all the things, why it happens. Is there any upgrade activity? Is there any firmware upgrade activity? Is there any storage upgrade activity? These are the reasons. N number of reasons are there. You guys are working on that. I know that you are all are aware about it. I'm just saying there are N number of reasons that this team is upgrading the firmware of that ESXi, and that ESXi after the upgrade got PSOD. I'm checking everything, but I'm not able to see why it happens. So what I will do, I raise a case with Broadcom and they said, please share the logs, correct? So here also, in Nutanix also, when you raise the ticket, they will ask for collecting logs by using Prism Central. How you can collect the logs? So this is the same thing. You can collect logs for your CVM, file server, hardware, alert, hypervisor, everything from your task dashboard. Logs bundle include log and configuration information from one or more controller. So how to do that? How you can do that? You can log into the Prism Central in health dashboard, action collect logs. Here you can select the log setting, output preference, select the duration. Like if you select the duration, suppose Nutanix team told me you that I need a log for that particular day. So you need to select the duration, and whatever duration you can collect the logs either in hours or day. What date, you can set the date from there. What time, you can set the time from there. Okay. And you can download it locally. FTP or SFTP, you guys heard about that?
Yes.
Yeah. The Red Hat and VMware team told you, please upload the logs on this SFTP or FTP. You just download the logs and just put it there. So from all these things, you can start operation and click collect. Then you will get the logs handy with you, and you can just put it on the Nutanix 360 degree. Okay, let me show you. When you do that, when you have your taskboard in taskboard, you can see that the log collection is successfully done. Then what you need to do, you need to log into the support portal, and you need to create a new case and upload the log bundle, choose file and attach file. So this is how, see, everything is same. Whatever you are doing in Unix and VMware is same. The collection, how you can do the collection is same. Only few terminologies are different. So this is how you can monitor your alerts from home dashboard, from your health dashboard. You can configure NCC. NCC is very important, Nutanix consistency checker. Again and again, I'm saying to manage and monitor the health status, NCC is very useful. You can set the frequency, you can set the algorithm, like what all alerts will be there, what alerts you want to configure, everything you can